I see the demise, if we can call it that, of Evergrande as a kind of controlled demolition that's going to take place over time. There's going to be a restructuring, if we could call it that, with Chinese characteristics, and it is going to be so interesting to see how creditors and shareholders are going to be treated. One has to imagine perhaps that offshore creditors and shareholders may not be treated that kindly when this whole thing is finally resolved, and that onshore creditors may well get preference in terms of the distribution once it's made. But yes, we're very, very interested as to how this all plays out. Evergrande, obviously, such a critical part of the property development market in China, and property in of itself, 25% or thereabouts of Chinese GDP. So all eyes are on Evergrande, as they have been now, as you know, Mandy, for many, many weeks now.
Indeed, they have. And if we just look beyond, the microcosm of what's going on with Evergrande and take a step back to sort of a broader view over the next few years for a second, to what degree do you feel that this new regime of common prosperity will actually result in a slower average rate of growth for many years to come in China?
I think the general program and the thrust of the kind of ideological thrust of the Common Prosperity Program will, all things equal, lead to slight slowing in the Chinese economy. There's so many different facets to it, and there's not long enough, obviously, to go through it all. But the bottom line is, I think Xi Jinping and the Chinese government has been emphasizing for some time that housing is for living in, not for speculation. We've seen them curbing private tuition and the like. So addressing the inequality in Chinese society. Now, at the end of the day, property is such a critical part of the economy. And if they are looking to curb excess speculation in housing, that's going to have, I think, a profound impact on the overall economy over time. And I think Evergrande is simply a casualty, perhaps, of this program of common prosperity, and a recognition that there were too many imbalances, too much leverage in the system, and Evergrande is going to be a casualty of that moving forward. So bottom line for me is, I think the Chinese economy is going to slow, and potentially quite significantly, over the next couple of years.